Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Silver Violet Flame. Today, as promised, we're going to look in at the energy of Charles, King Charles. I think what we will focus on, because you need to be very clear when you're using the oracle cards. In this case, I'm using the fairy cards, but if you're using tarot or any kind of deck, you need to be clear in the question you're going to ask. So I think the best way for us to word it is, please show us Charles, where he's at the minute, and what his thoughts are as regards his future. Okay, so this is an energy reading. My opinion, not fact. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we will pull 5 cards on Charles. And then I'll clarify each card. I think we'll do it that way, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. I think that card's for me. Sometimes that happens. So let's just be clear. It's always lovely when the guides come through and give you a message that resonates with you. Okay, so Charles, King Charles, King Charles, King Charles. So I chose the fairy deck because I know Charles is very connected to nature. He's always been ahead of his time in regards to environmentalism, and I thought this would be the perfect deck for him. I was drawn to it this morning, so here goes. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have the King of Summer, which is very apt because it is about a king. He's in his head, he's making his plans, he's a lot on his mind, he's deep in thought. I'll just show you the card there. This card's often about someone getting involved in a cultural, creative adventure or endeavour. I think that's what Charles really would love to do when he really steps into this role, changing environmentalism, changing how people relate to the earth, making those changes and making his imprint. Because let's face it, that's what he's all about. That's his passion. And wouldn't that be lovely if he could do that with whatever years he's got left? And let's hope that he has the health to do it. So the first card that came out for Charles was the Seven of Spring. This card is all about being assertive. And I definitely feel that from Charles. He's not going to back down from what he believes. He's steadfast in his own beliefs. And he will courageously stand up for himself. He really will. He's in a bit of a dark place at the moment, but you see she's wearing the red. So that's his passion. It's his passion for life, for what he loves to do, for what he wants to bring forward for his legacy. That's what I'm feeling for that. The High Priestess is next. This is a card of truth. I would say he's deep in thought at the minute about how he's going to navigate when he comes out of this time of healing and regrouping. And kind of makes me think, is he going to hand it over to William? But we will clarify that. I don't feel it would be anytime soon, maybe in, it's a 2, maybe in a couple of years. I'm just going to pause the video, guys, because there's someone at my door. Okay, where were we now? Let's see. The High Priestess, yes. As I said, the 2 makes me think 2 years. I feel after 2 years you'll see Charles handing over to William. I think he really think about what his truth is, what's best for him. The middle card is the 5 of Spring. So this card is about a bit of struggle, a bit of discontent, a bit of uproar, to say the least. This is definitely the two boys. This is Harry and William. Look at that. So they're first and foremost on his mind at the minute. Definitely. 2 opposing forces arising with differing opinions, definitely there. I think he would like to see a resolution there, and there's a lot of worry there, obviously. But that is his main concern. That's Charles's main concern. Next we have the moon. So the moon is about shadow. It's what we can't see. It's a card of being in your emotions. It's read with the High Priestess here. Charles has a lot of processing to do in regards to this final chapter of his life. And his main wish, in my opinion, from all these cards here is, let's get these 2 boys finding some kind of peace. The last card in the spread is the Princess of Summer. I feel this is Kate, Catherine, Princess of Wales. We call her Kate here in the UK. I don't know, some people like to use the formal title. I appreciate that. I feel she's given him a lot of support. Obviously the 2 of them are going through something similar. I feel she shares a lot with Charles and she gains a lot of support from Charles. And this card reads with the 7 of Spring, which is the card of assertiveness. So they're supporting each other. And that's lovely. I love that. And I think it's really a beautiful thing that they do have each other, you know, and they understand. Let's face it, they're on the world stage. Nobody else can understand what that's like, only someone who's actually living it. So I thought maybe we would do a wee bit of clarification here. Let's use the cartomancy cards and start with the Seven of Springs. This is all about, he's trying to be assertive, stand up for what he believes. He's trying to do his best for everybody. He just wants everybody to appreciate that they're a family. And he wants to make the changes that are right, not only for him and his family, but for the monarchy. This, let's face it guys, this is a time of huge change. There has to be a shift in order for the monarchy to align with this new energy that's coming in, because we're coming away from all that old hierarchy, and it's sort of it's leaving the royal family in a place of despair, is what I'm getting. Charles is very intuitive. He knows, and he's so well tuned with the planet and the earth and the changes in the earth. I think Charles is quite spiritual. I feel that from him. And he knows that there has to be a lot of change. And they are on the world stage for all of us. A lot of people look to the monarchy, you know, as a reflection of where we are at in our lives. They're just a family like everybody else. They have their problems. And the world is changing. Okay, let's see what comes out for the Seven of Spring. Okay, I've got a couple of cards here. This is the Seven of Hearts. This is a card of a second chance. So this time I think is bringing Charles back to start anew. It's like a regrouping. His heart is very, very troubled. This card is so apt. It says, things come in twos. Well, how apt is that? Him and Kate, and the cycles of life, a troubled heart, unsettled emotions. This card says, what has been before will be again. These wee cards are so accurate. I just feel everything there. I really do. And the centre there is fickle, faithless. I think that's the public. The public is very fickle. And they lose a lot of faith when it comes to, let's say, the reputation of the monarchy. It hasn't really been there for an example for people to look up to, has it? So he's getting another chance. The card that came out with it was stability. Yeah, this is going to bring strong foundations for Charles. Again, when something like that happens to you, you're brought back down to your foundations. This card says farm, work, a country. Again, he's all about the land. And I think that's wonderful. This card says home office as well, den. I feel, again, that that's coming up. He's going to take a step back. He's going to do a bit. He's going to lay strong foundations. He's going to help William. And he's going to take a step back. He's going to give his advice to William from a place where he can actually be nurturing himself and really recognizing the importance of where he's at and what's happened to him. Very good, very clear. Clarifying what I just said as well. The next card is the High Priestess, which reads with the moon. So again, this is him going deep down into himself, looking at the truth of where he's at, of how he can actually make changes for the better. Let's just clarify the Five of Spring. So this is the two boys. Let's see what we've got here. Again, there, as we said, that's his main concern, boys. He wants resolution there. 3 cards here. A guardian angel, well, there you have. A friend. Justice. Trust, fun, sharing. Being watched over and protected, that's a no-brainer. Princess Diana. Now she's coming out for them, that's beautiful. This is the Five of Diamonds. There's a lot in this card about I think this card is Harry. Financial setbacks, court case, social, not wanting to be alone, happy children, instability, unforeseen circumstances. Yeah. And the next one is the Eight of Spades. Yeah, well, this is the Cancer, doctor, illness, an examination, a wound. Again, there's always something underlying when we get ill, as in a belief system, something that needs to be looked at, which usually happens when you are ill and you have no choice other than to take the time and look at yourself. Restriction limited, a medical procedure. Yeah. Diana is really worried about the boys and Charles because, I mean, let's face it, she always loved Charles. Still does. When you're in spirit, of course, you see everything from a higher perspective. You take the higher view. So that was very, very clear. Let's do a wee pull on the Princess of Summer then. So this card reads with the Seven of Spring, which we just talked about. All the changes that Charles is going to be making. All the decisions he has to make. And Princess of Summer is Catherine. So let's see what comes out. With regards, I just got one. Guys. Five of Spades. Can you read that? I'll read it out to you. First of all, I'll read out what it says and then I'll give you my take on it. Endings, sickness, disease, a body, a corpse, too much, interference, my goodness, the left-hand path, sadness, grief, going alone, cutting away. Let me just tune in. And it's the 5. 5s are all about changes. I would like to clarify that. Because it could be she's just deciding to walk away. Or it could be that she's perhaps getting sicker. Let's see what the witches tell us here. This is my little witch deck. The World, closing off a cycle. Moving on. Let's get another one of that 6 of Swords. Moving on to Pastors New. We've got 3. We've got a bit of a story here. Let's see what we've got. The Lovers. The Tower. Significant life-changing event. The Lovers is also a choice as well. And the Hermit. Deep, deep reflection. I think it's going to be a long time before we see Catherine. I think, like in my previous read, if any of you saw it, she's very grounded. She will take time out. She will take time to reflect. Her priority is herself, her family, her children. I just don't like the body and a corpse. But then again, this card is read with Charles's card. There's a lot of change, awful lot of change going on here. I've got a lot of 5s. 5s indicate change. I've got 2 8s there. 8s are all about bringing back into balance. So the general overview is that they are in the thick of it, as we all know, and they are regrouping, weighing up everything, and from a public point of view, I really didn't think we were going to hear anything soon, but from what I can read in these cards, Charles will be taking a step back. I mean, let's face it, a 70-odd-year-old man with cancer, it's going to take a lot out of him. Cancer treatment is cruel. And Kate, Catherine, bless her, she's got a young family to think of, you know. Her first priority has to be her, looking after her. She needs to be there for those children. You know, you don't get over an illness like that in a few months or a year even. Cards aren't telling us anything too far into the future. Again, the question of the reading was looking into Charles and where he's at the minute. And to sum up, I would say he's supporting Kate and William and the family. That's his main priority. Thinking deeply about what time he's got left, what he's going to do with it. And also mentoring Harry and looking after the relationship with the two boys and doing the best he can to heal the rift. These are messages from the universe. So I'd like to ask Charles's guides to give us a message for Charles. And I'm a healer, and from this space, from this heart space, I'd like to send out unconditional love and healing to Charles and Kate, of course. Let's see what we've got for us. Here we go. The journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Hold on. That's lovely. It's positive. I think, as I say, he's going to look after himself. You know, there's none of this stiff upper lip. Let's get on with it anymore. The world's changing. People are changing. Let's pull one for Kate from Princess of Wales. Okay. When the world feels like it is coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. My goodness. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. My goodness, these words are really resonating. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. There we go. And with that, I think I'll end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, these are just what I'm reading from the cards. My opinion, no facts here, just my interpretation of the cards. I wish them both well. I hope Charles does what's best for him. This reading was about Charles, but it was lovely that we got a wee peek into the boys and Kate, Catherine, Princess of Wales as well. Next time, perhaps we'll look at the future of Harry and William. I think that would make a great video, so look out for that one. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.